real plant. Just saying.
No, but like this is a tree in the corner of my kitchen, so it has zero light, so that's why it's fake.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I've got a little money tree here on Instagram. I got my little money trees and stuff over there, but
Ooh,
I
hell
got a giant
yeah.
yucca plant, so I'm trying to get rid of its babies. It has like 4 offspring on it right now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
eating my
cool.
I just stubbed my eyeball.
Jenna's saying she's cleaning her fridge right now, so love it. Tuning into our live while you do some cleaning. Hammer Town's lazy day. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Sophie, what you up to? Form equals function. What are you guys up to? Yeah, let us know what you guys are doing right now.
For
Curious.
sure. And Jenna, I think that that is part of our spring cleaning challenge. So that's awesome.
Oh, good.
We're doing kind of
Cool.
like a challenge for our clients right now where we're doing like a clean the mind and clean the space.
Ooh,
So
I
I've
like
asked them to do 2 lives. I've asked them to declutter one space and to try a recipe from our arsenal of hundreds of recipes. So
hell yes, I love that.
yeah, got to utilize our actual resources because everybody seems to forget about them.
That's okay. So glad you're doing that then. So, shall we get into today's live, guys? And when is the best time to start your fitness journey? So,
Ooh,
let us know in the
yeah.
comments. When is the best time to start your fitness journey?
Form equals function, dude. No, he's battling some depression this week. I'll be okay. If you need to talk, you can shoot us a message. No problem. We're always open ears.
Yes. And then fit to be me. Blessed morning, everyone. Yes. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. So, starting off with today's live, when is the best time to start your fitness journey? So, I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
like on the topic and like what I noticed, but I noticed a lot of people, when they're thinking about starting their journey, first of all, they're always waiting for like the perfect time to start.
Hmm.
Waiting for the time when they're less busy, waiting for a time when maybe they're not so you know busy with school, or I'll start my fitness journey when I'll start my on my fitness goals when I'm done school. I'll start on my fitness when I'm not working so much, when I have less hour at work, or when things calm down. And Sam, like, what do you like? I want to hear your opinion on this, and I want you to add to this, because that's what I noticed with
You know,
people. It's
I'm
just like,
cranky about this topic.
yeah, so people start when you think it's not the time. That's a really good point. And like, um,
Jenna, yes.
yeah, people keep putting off their goals for so many reasons. And especially it comes to like time. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, not right now. I'm doing so many things. So Sam, what do you have to say
Exactly.
about this?
Okay, so I'm a little bit less spicy than usual. Forgive my head. However, the best time, well, okay, let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
Common excuses we've heard, okay? Common excuses. Let's start there. I'm sure you can add to this. Definitely 100% school. I'm pregnant, or I became pregnant in my program. You can totally keep a fitness journey and a wellness journey while you're pregnant. Um, a good one was I want to install a pool, so I don't want to do this yet. Was another really good one.
Or like I'm moving. Oh, I
Yes.
get that all the time. I'm moving. I'm in full time in school. I'm working full time.
Hmm.
We're looking for a new house. Uh, I have a wedding coming up. So those are all reasons
Yeah.
why people put off their fitness journeys, and like they are valid. Like I understand where you're coming from, but like
Hmm.
first of all, the excuses when people make, like how long they've been putting it off, I'm sure I know they already been putting off their fitness journeys, not for like a week, but like months or years at this point.
Oh, totally. We get a lot of different ones. So the bottom line is we're not shitting on your reasons or excuses. It depends on which camp you're falling into. They are valid reasons, they are valid opinions. What we want to do today is really inspire you guys to grab the bull by the horns and realize that the best time to start your fitness journey is right now.
Hell yes.
So I have a couple people like say we talk on Sunday or Monday for consults. I'm like, okay, I can get you started for Wednesday. Do you want to wait till like then they're like, oh, maybe can I start next week? No. let's go on Wednesday because you're already fired up and we're going to build on the momentum that you are building on. And in this category and this sense, you realize that you don't need to start on a Monday, or you don't have to have what we like to call Last Supper syndrome whenever you're about to start a plan and you eat everything in sight because you can never have them again, apparently. And with Last Supper syndrome, we usually get the, oh, I'm going to start Monday. Oh, I'm going to start Monday. Oh, I'm going to start Monday. So then you have the
One day
full
never
weekend.
happens.
No, because you have the full weekend to binge and then something inevitably happens. So the best time to start is right now because life is going to continually throw shit at you.
And
Guys,
yes, 100%.
like, I'm going to go into this. You can go into it. I'm sure you've had a lot of shit happen in your life. But in the last 6 months alone, guys, I've been diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. I have insomnia. I still show up in the gym. Am I fucking perfect right now? No. Does my body fight against me? Yes. I deal with really bad eczema. We're finally getting down to the cause of it, hence normal-ish skin. I also run a fairly large staff. Like I have 5 staff of my own and we all work together. So like if we can make this happen, yes, we're fitness professionals, but I started in university. I started as a power lifter doing school full
Yes.
time and working part time. By fourth year, that was in the first year. By fourth year, I was training 6 days a week, working pretty much full time and in very intensive classes. And I still got straight A's and I still showed up to train.
And here's the thing too, are you going to use what's happening to you as like an excuse, or are you going to use that to like fuel you? And like, because even for me, like when I started my fitness journey, I was like, full-time working, then I went to college and I still stayed consistent like throughout those times in
Mm-hmm.
my life with my fitness. And it honestly just comes down to like, how bad do you want it? Like, if you're constantly making excuses, it's because like it's not actually a priority for you. And I think it's really important to think about that too, because if you really want something, you're going to go do it. And this is one thing I've been saying too, is like, you're willing to show up to a job to build somebody else's dream, but you're not willing to show up for yourself to build your
To build
own
yours.
goals and dreams. So, you know what I mean? So,
Just our 2 cents on the topic. Just our 2 cents on the topic. But Barbie, like, what were some adversities that you were able to overcome as well? Because, like, if I've been able to do this with illness, and to answer your question, sometimes I do use it as an excuse. I'm not going to claim I'm fucking perfect. Sometimes I
yes.
do let it be an excuse. Last night, I slept for 3 hours from 6 till 9, and then I was wired and awake till 3 a.m. That's
But
six
here's the
hours I
thing.
could have done something.
But here's the thing too, like, because somebody asked like what is more important, like consistency or intensity. So going back to like what Sam said, like, yes, she like, okay, when you're saying like you slept, I don't think that's like an excuse. And I feel like there's gonna be
No.
times in your life where you're like, oh, like I had like a really busy day and you do need to like take a step back and just like relax. But like, but you still show up the day after or like tomorrow, or just still focus on your health in general. So yes,
Yeah.
like it's not about like how hard you go, it's about how you stay consistent. Even for me, like yesterday I was like so exhausted, like girl, like I was like running around from like 8 a.m. till like 6 p.m. and like I was exhausted, but I still showed up at the gym to show myself like that consistency. But sometimes maybe I
Exactly.
just need to go home and relax, and that is okay. And I can go to the gym tomorrow.
100%.
But the problem becomes when you say, I'll do it tomorrow, 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 and it never comes. And you're like, oh, I'm tired today because of the job, tired tomorrow because of the job, tired the next day, next day, next day, next day, next day, and so on.
Exactly. Then we have to find other solutions. Do you have to train in the morning? A lot of our clients, I'm sure,
Yes.
have to train in the morning so that they feel good for their day. Personally, I feel like a bag of shit if I weight train in the morning. I can't. I physically cannot. No matter how hard I tried to become one of the morning people, no. I have to lift afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
That's my body though.
100%. Like with my clients, like I have clients who are like nurses working full time, full time in school and work too, and they're still making a priority there. like, their fitness goals. And it's all about just like reflecting and like noticing like how long you've been putting this off. Like honestly, it comes to
Yeah.
a reflection of your own self and asking yourself like what's actually going on. But like
Yeah.
making a plan, like you don't have to like, because like here's the thing too, with a lot of my clients who are like, in like nurses and like busy, like super stressed, you don't have to do an hour
Professionals.
workout either. I think
No,
that sometimes the mistake people make is that like I either don't work out or I have to do like a lot. And I think that's where people like kind of just
the
rather do
balancing
nothing.
act. Kind of like that balancing act can be really, really intense for a lot of people when they don't know how to do it, which is why we help them. To answer a couple of the things in here, Ayub sent us a message. As for, there was a really nice comment about, so make consistency and no excuses kind of like your
Yes. Yeah.
norm. Exactly. And I think that a lot of people underestimate the power of 3 times a week. I have one client who's insulin dependent. She trains 3 times a week. And because we've been fixing her nutrition, she's cut her insulin in half and dropped 10 pounds in a month when she was having a really hard time. The other part is that she is consistent because it's manageable in her schedule. She works 2 different jobs and drives long distances. So
Exactly.
once you actually work within what's reasonable for you, that is the difference. On Facebook, we have a nice comment saying, I flip flop. Sometimes it feels great to work out in the morning, and other days it fits better to do a late night workout. As long as it's done, I'm good.
Exactly. That's honestly my mentality. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll go in the morning. Sometimes I'll go throughout the day. Sometimes I'll go in the afternoon. So you know, like
Exactly.
if you need a schedule, stick to it because sometimes it's honestly much easier if you have it like, okay, if you work from like, 12 to 6, and it's easier for you to go before work, like just make it that. But sometimes
Totally.
you don't have to always like just like keep consistent. Like as Sam saying, like 3 times a week is perfect. And one thing I like to say is like don't miss more than one day because it like kind of starts to become like a streak.
Yes, definitely.
So the best start
Definitely.
is now, guys. Like, let's go.
The best time is the minute you decide you've had enough of feeling like a bag of shit.
That's a good freaking point.
On every single consult, my last question is always this. So, have you had enough? Or have you had enough of feeling like insert crappy adjective? And the answer is always yes. And if they ever answer no, well, then we know we can't help them.
That's a really good question, actually.
Right.
Ask yourself,
So,
are you willing to tolerate yourself where you're currently at? Or do you like where you're at? Because sometimes people like say, I'm okay. Like,
yeah,
like they want to change, but they're like, I'm actually good right now. So that's why you're not changing. But if you're like like when I started my fitness journey, I'm like, I had enough of like drinking and like smoking and like just not being active and being out of breath and shit. So I'm like, I'm done.
well, that's exactly it, right? Like when I started my journey, I was just intrigued by powerlifting and that kind of sucked me in.
Exactly.
But then, and for all of you who say you have no time, I did prep for a bodybuilding competition in third year university while
And I'm
working
doing
full time and in school full time. Just gonna say that.
and I won't
I'm gonna
prep
drop
right
that
now,
there.
running like a business and it's insane. So like there's never a right time. You just have to fucking like go for it and just just ride it.
Maybe if you feel like it's not the right time, maybe the way that you can approach it is this. If you have had enough of feeling like enough, maybe you need to revisit what your relationship with fitness is. Maybe you need to maybe you need to revisit the intensity that you take things at and just start small with 1 or 2 small
Yeah.
habits that you can build. If it overwhelms you, then this is definitely the approach that we want to take for a gentle transition into fitness. But there's never a bad time to start doing something, is what we're trying to say. You don't need to be 6 days a week at the gym, tracking every macro and whatever else. No, that's advanced. Start small. Start with baby walks. Start with good nutrition, but do something.
Exactly. I love what you said, Sam. Hell yes. So just drop some fire in the comments if you're no longer gonna put off your fitness journey and you're gonna start right now. Let's go.
Heck yes. Ooh, Michelle, can't wait to have you, girl. She's all excited to start her journey. And we
Yeah,
got lots of
let's get
Fuego
it.
happening, dudes. So remember, start small, start palatable, but do something. Stop sleeping on your dreams.
I agree.
I think that's all we got for today, guys. Short, sweet, and simple. I hope you have a
Yes.
kick-ass rest of your day.
Yes. Have the best day, everybody. See you later.
Bye.